Remember when getting a job with the government was the ultimate gig? Job security for life, pension plan. Okay, maybe not that exciting, but it was stable. Well, hold on to your hats, folks, because the federal government is trimming the fat, and the DMV is feeling the squeeze. It all started with some belt tightening back in the Trump era. Remember those trade wars? Yeah, good times. Those policies, along with some recent changes, have led to a whole lot of federal employees getting pink slips. And when I say a lot, I mean thousands of people suddenly wondering what to do with all that free time they used to spend at their desks. Now you might be thinking, fewer government workers, less bureaucracy, sounds good to me. But here's the thing, the DMV relies heavily on those government paychecks. They fuel the housing market, keep those fancy restaurants going, and even pay the salaries of your friendly neighborhood firefighters and paramedics. So yeah, this is a big deal. What's happening in the DMV is a microcosm of a larger trend. It's a wake-up call for cities and regions that depend heavily on a single industry. It's a reminder that diversification is key to a healthy economy, kind of like how your grandma always told you not to put all your eggs in one basket. Remember when everyone and their dog was trying to buy a house in the DMV? Bidding wars, all cash offers, houses selling for $1 million over asking price. It was wild. But guess what? The party's over, folks. Thanks to those federal job cuts, the housing market is looking a little less like a frenzied auction and a lot more like a clearance sale. We're talking more houses on the market than you can shake a stick at, 4,200 more listings in Northern Virginia alone. And prices? They're dropping faster than your phone battery when you're trying to stream a movie on the go. Now you might be thinking, sweet, time to finally buy my dream home. But hold your horses, cowboy. While lower prices might sound tempting, they're a sign of a shaky market. And a shaky market means uncertainty, which is never a good thing, unless you're a fan of roller coasters. And even then, only the ones with good safety records. For renters, though, there's a glimmer of hope in all this chaos. With fewer people vying for apartments, landlords are actually lowering rents. That's right, folks, you might actually be able to afford that extra avocado toast after all. So, you just got laid off from your cushy government job. You're staring at your bank account, wondering how you're going to make rent in a city where a cup of coffee costs $12. What do? Well, if you're like a lot of former federal employees in the DMV, you pack your bags and say peace out to the high cost of living. Some folks are heading back home to live with their parents, free rent, anyone? Others are venturing out to parts of the country where their money actually goes further. And it's not just about affordability. The Midwest and South are becoming tech hubs in their own right, with booming job markets that are actually desperate for skilled workers. Healthcare and education are also booming, offering opportunities for those looking for a career change. The DMV's loss is another region's gain. This mass exodus of skilled workers is a reminder that people are willing to relocate for the right opportunities, a better quality of life, a lower cost of living, and of course a job that actually pays the bills. Remember those government paychecks we talked about? The ones that are disappearing faster than your will to exercise after New Year's? Well, guess what else they help pay for? That's right, your friendly neighborhood firefighters, paramedics, and police officers. With fewer people living in the DMV and contributing to the tax base, emergency services are feeling the pinch. Budget cuts, layoffs, and longer response times are becoming the new normal. Now, I'm not saying you should start hoarding medical supplies and practicing your fire escape plan, but it's definitely something to keep in mind. Local governments are scrambling to find solutions. Some are consolidating services, others are investing in technology to do more with less. But one thing's for sure, the days of expecting a fire truck to arrive at your doorstep within minutes of your smoke detector going off might be over. This situation highlights a crucial point. Essential services like emergency response are often the first to suffer when governments tighten their belts. And that's a scary thought because when it comes to emergencies, every second counts. Just when you thought the DMV's economy was about to go the way of the dinosaurs, a glimmer of hope emerges from the unlikeliest of places, Loudoun County, Virginia. You see, Loudoun County is home to Data Center Alley, a stretch of land that's become a magnet for tech giants looking to store their precious data. These data centers are like giant digital warehouses, filled with servers that power everything from your Instagram feed to your online banking. And guess what? They're raking in the cash. We're talking 25,000 jobs and $950 million in annual tax revenue, enough to make even the most jaded politician crack a smile. Neighboring counties like Prince William, Fairfax, and Arlington are taking notes, investing in their own data centers, hoping to replicate Loudoun's success. But hold on a minute, folks. Before we start celebrating the arrival of our data-driven saviors, there's something you should know. Remember when your first cell phone was the size of a brick and you thought it was the pinnacle of technology? Now look at your smartphone. It fits in your pocket and can probably do your taxes, though I wouldn't recommend it. Technology has a funny way of shrinking both in size and in economic impact, and that's exactly what's got data center enthusiasts sweating bullets. See those massive data centers in Loudoun County? They might soon be as obsolete as your old dial-up modem. Emerging technologies like nanotechnology and DeepSeek are making it possible to store more data in smaller spaces, requiring less energy and manpower. What does this mean for the DMV? Well, those 25,000 jobs and $950 million in tax revenue? They could vanish faster than your internet connection during a Netflix binge-watching session. It's a stark reminder that in the tech world, what's cutting edge today can quickly become tomorrow's trash. And for regions banking on a single industry, that's a risky proposition. Just when you thought the world of cryptocurrency couldn't get any weirder, Dogecoin, yes, that Dogecoin, the one that started as a meme, is back in the news. And this time, it's not about Elon Musk tweeting rocket emojis. Word on the street is that Doge has gone full-on government watchdog. Apparently, some tech-savvy folks have figured out a way to use blockchain technology, the same tech that powers cryptocurrencies, to track government spending and identify inefficiencies. And what have they found? Well, let's just say that some government employees have been caught with their hands in the cookie jar, double-dipping by working multiple jobs while on the taxpayer's dime. Awkward. Now I know what you're thinking. Dogecoin? Seriously? But hey, stranger things have happened. Who would have thought a reality TV star would become president? Or that we'd all be carrying around tiny computers in our pockets? This Doge situation is a reminder that technology can be a powerful tool for accountability, even when it comes in the form of a meme-inspired cryptocurrency. Who let the dogs out? Apparently the blockchain did. So, the DMV is facing some challenges. The federal government isn't the reliable cash cow it used to be, the housing market is doing its best impression of a roller coaster, and even the once mighty data centers are looking over their shoulders. But before you pack your bags and head for the hills, remember this. The DMV is a region of resilience and reinvention. It's survived economic downturns, government shutdowns, and even a little thing called the Civil War. The key to the DMV's future success lies in diversification. Instead of relying on Uncle Sam's handouts, the region is doubling down on industries like tech, healthcare, and education. Think startups, research institutions, and universities pumping out the next generation of innovators. The DMV is also home to a highly educated and skilled workforce, the kind of people who can adapt and thrive in a changing economy. And let's not forget about the region's cultural attractions, world-class restaurants, and vibrant art scene, all of which continue to attract talent and investment. The road ahead might be bumpy, but the DMV has what it takes to come out stronger on the other side. It's a story of adaptation, innovation, and the unwavering spirit of a region that refuses to be defined by its past. The future is bright, folks, even if it doesn't involve a government pension.